Hello and welcome back to some amazing Total Extreme Wrestling. We are with Ring of Fire today. It's September. It's time for Fatal 4 Way. Gonna say something. Anyone who thought 3 hour Raw was good was wrong. Anyone who thought SummerSlam being 4 hours was a good idea, they were wrong. I've only watched 1 hour and 51 minutes at the moment. It was last night, so I'm taping this your as I'm rendering today's episode of TWE, which was meant to be yesterday's episode. So as you can see, I'm rendering that ready to be uploaded. But yeah, so we're with Total Extreme Wrestling. So this is tomorrow's episode. This is TWE Ring of Fire. This is our local to global series in 2017. So tomorrow, I'll probably get this done. Hopefully, get all these, the 3 months worth of content, or 4 months, because for some reason I don't think I did 4 months. I only did 2 months. I don't know what that was about when I last did one. Those are our last two shows, so we're going to run through our last two shows. So I was in the George Washington Elementary for 5 Stars 2017. So we had Alex Windsor defeated Rachel Aaron, Ron Broxdale defeated 17, Zara Shubesh defeated Zara Blazur for the Women's Championship, and Leo Rush defeated Rock Ross for the Championship. Then Leo Rush defeated Will Ospreay to retain the Championship, Zara Shubesh defeated Viper, Hangman Page, and 17. So, you see, that first show was better than this show. Okay? That's all I'm saying. This show has got to do even better than both shows. So, yeah. Can you hear me all right, guys? I'm just going to check I'm definitely taping all this. Yep, my voice is fine. Hello. Awesome. So, yeah, we open up with Leo in the ring. I am the current Ring of Fire champion. Tonight I've got 4 hungry people coming after my championship. This bout represents what this company's about. What this company is about. Being the best. Tonight we prove why we're the best company. We're going to be on top. Let's get this party started. So yeah, Will Ospreay coming out going, I've got 400 people for my belt. I may lose it, but tonight we prove why, we're the best. So this is Ring of Fire, Fatal 4-Way. It's being held by Ring of Fire. It's being held in front of 100 people at the George Washington. So we sold out tonight, which is good. So in an opening bout in 19E Maris, in a bout with a decent match in the crowd, but terrible wrestling, Rachel Aaron defeated Shazza Bazaar in 7:45 by pinfall using on-hand tactics. See, I don't want to cheat and keep using eye candy. I know I did it for the Fatal 4-Way, but if you remember, I booked that as a eye candy match. But this got the crowd hotter. Shazza Bazaar 16, Rachel Aaron 16. No work for improvements, but I want to prove that we can do good. 22E minus in a bout with decent match in the crowd, but subpar wrestling. 17 defeated Rock Lobster in 7:31 by pinfall. 17 was really off his game. This got the crowd hotter. Lobster 23, 17-20, no worker improvements. But, we're now going to get to the fun bits, what the fans came out for. A 44D. It went far too long. Far too long for being an eye candy match, so I'll make a note of that. But a 44D, jeez. In a bout that had good wrestling and decent reaction in the crowd, Zarzabur defeated Tony Storm 5 minutes wins in 12:50 when Zarzabur defeated wins by pinfall. She makes defense number 2 of her championship. Tony Storm carried the ring terms. So Alex wins a 50, Tony Storm 61, Viper 45, Zarzabur 50. So, maybe we'll start doing a couple of eye candy, but, Zara's improving in Rumble and performance. And I don't think our main event's going to do as good as that in 26E. Better than what we've had before in a decent match. Will Ospreay defeated Warren Barksdale, Hangman Page and Leo Rush in a ladder match in 15:42 when Will Ospreay retrieved the item. So Will Ospreay wins the Ring of Fire Championship title. Yep, so I've decided to take the belt off Leo for reasons I don't know why in my head. But I want to start pushing, Will Ospreay as a threat. And also I have done something. So this save, and I've done it to the Ringer, the Fallen Star save. I've not done it to the save, the Global Force save in 1987, but I've done it to these two where we've not got any heel faces. There's no heel face divide because I think I can book better if I can. I like to blur the lines between that anyway when I'm doing stuff. So if I've got rid of it, you're gonna have in a storyline, depending on who's feuding. If it's Ospreay and Leo, well, then Leo's going to be the face and Will Ospreay will be the heel. But if it's Will Ospreay and Hangman Page will be the heel and Will Ospreay will be the face. So I can blur the lines a bit depending on what the storyline is if we do when we get around to doing them. So Aaron Page is really off his game. The battle dragged in the middle with lack of flow being notable. He's got the crowd high, 26 for on Breakstyle, 27 for Aaron Page, 38 for Will Ospreay, and 29 for Lio Rush. And the reason I give it to Will Ospreay is he's the best one we've got for him ring, and then the show closes off with 16F+. Will Ospreay stops, sees his opponent still on the ground, and attacks him. Okay, so 29E. Better than both the previous shows as well, which is good. So we'll give it to Ospreay. We'll give it to... I think we're going to have to give it to Zara and Alex Windsor, because they did quite well in their match, which was an accident. I'm still having problems with my wrist at the moment. I've took off my Tubi grip just to give it a breather. So I'm going to point these guys out as good examples, and I will see you guys. We did increase our power to one region, which is good, and I'll see you guys at the main title screen. Hello guys, welcome back to the main screen. I'm just making sure you definitely got that. So Paige is going to stay with WWE down. Yeah, I was hoping she might leave, but it should be too good for us anyway, and I don't think anyone else has. No, so we'll leave that to one side because she's quite expensive as well. So Dragon Gate, where were we? Here we are. Feedback has been very positive, so we did quite well last night. Awesome. And in fact, we didn't lose as much money as I thought we were going to lose. We made ticket sales of 1,000, but 2,000 more. We might still make a profit this month, you know. Surprisingly. We're 10 in importance, but in 11 in popularity. And we're going to schedule our next show, which is going to be called... it's going to be on Tuesday again, I think. That's on week 2, so we'll do this on week 2 of October, which is about a month away. Calendar, let's have a look what we can do. Just going to click my screen a minute. So I was playing, I've got into all these hidden games. Yeah, so we can do it on Tuesday week 2, that's fine. And I'm going to do an hour and a half show. I'm going to see how that does. It's going to be called Hangman's Revenge. Mainly because it's in October. We'll do year as well. Also because of what the main event I'm going to do. Just going to put that as the picture. And I hope you guys are enjoying all these series, because to be honest, I do put time and effort into these. You know, I try my best to bring you the most interesting product possible. So yeah, that's set. Hangman's Revenge, 1 hour and 30 minutes. The reason being is I'm going to be doing a bigger show than normal. Lio Rush is not going to get his rematch, because we're going to do Will Ospreay versus Hangman Page. They're the two main event guys. They're in the main event. That's, you know, we've got no heels and faces now, so we can kind of have a bit more fun with the company. Rush will be taking on Rowan Barksdale. No, he won't. What am I thinking? He will be taking on Rock Lobster. I want to get kind of use everybody, but Rowan Barksdale will be facing 17. That's fair enough. That's set. Awesome. So that's the male matches set in stone. We're going to do the women a bit shorter. So I do believe that Zara... So the women's matches I'm going to have to be... I'm just going to do as normal, because, you know, they outrated the men last week and I don't want to have to do... But, you know, we could get away with it if we put Zara and Toni Storm in a eye-candy match and put them as the main event, which I'm not going to do. We might do that next week. Women Rules or something. Then we'll do a tag match. Zara, no, not Zara. Shara Baszler and Alex Windsor, the two girls. We'll see if that works out. We might have to do Rachel Erling with her. No, that does work out because she has got minor negatives. Rachel Erling, and it was Viper. Nope. Yeah, Rachel Erling and Viper, which will be left. So that's your card for Hangman's Revenge. We've got that set. Looks quite good. I think that's going to be quite a nice little show. But if you look at our history, that's our best show yet. 24, 20, 29. Not bad. So yeah, we'll see if we make a profit. We'll have a look at what's going on. What I'll also do is I'll push everybody as well. I don't think it's going to change a lot. I think everyone's going to kind of stay relatively the same. What I will do is I'll advance this to end of the month. We'll also might do is have a quick look at company wars before I advance to the end of the month. So we're 43, so we've got a lot of catching up to do. I think we're not the lowest, but we are quite far down. You know, we've got a lot. If we go to US, this is the Inter World one. If we go to US, we're the lowest in USA. You know, we're got work to do in America, right? So yeah, guys, I'll see you at the end of this month, and we'll see what if we made a profit, which I don't think we might have done because of the Fatal 4-Way. We'll have a look, see what happens, and I'll see you guys back in a month's time at the end of the month. Okay, guys, see you then. Hey, WWE fans, how you doing? Welcome back. So yeah, I've actually started here. So we're going to have a look at the SmackDown pay-per-view, which hasn't got a name. I know, and then we'll have a look at Clash of Champions. So, the Usos defeated Rowan and Ellsworth. I think that's James Ellsworth. Yeah, probably. The SmackDown titles, pre-show O'Neal and Bennett defeat Breezango. Samuel Shing went to no DQ, went to a no contest. Oh, not that. Went to no contest with Xavier Woods, and no titles involved in that. Conan, Ali, and Corbin defeat Primo, Dawkins, and Amore. So Enzo Amore is now over here for some reason. Jack Gallagher defeated Lindsay Devado. Victor defeated TJ Perkins. Sadly, they haven't released either of those guys yet. I'm waiting on it. And I need to sort my wires out in a minute. And there's a video hype package. Tamina Snuka defeated Charlotte Flair by DQ. That was for the SmackDown Women's title. Who's the current champion? Sin Cara defeated Mojo Rawley. Kevin Owens defeated Aiden English by countout. Ziggler and Cena defeated American Alpha. And in the main event, Jinder Mahal defeated Big E to retain the championship. So interesting there from the SmackDown pay-per-view. And you know, the thing is, when I look at the brand split, you know, how I would like to see it done, or have been done, was for it to have been, you know, I'll sort the headphones out in a minute. That wise now behind the computer, which is better. I would have sooner seen it been done like, you know, how instead of advertising each other's pay-per-views and stuff, you know, I would have sooner seen it like, you know, Ring of Honor and TNA style. You know, I think the brand split could have been done a lot better if they were tracked like, you know, under one company brand, but there were two different promotions. You know, two different separate things entirely, and they were competing for ratings and stuff like Vince said they should have been. So, I was a 70 EC+. You can see SmackDown's quite good, but Clash of Champions. Right defeated Roman Reigns to retain the Universal title. Dean Ambrose defeated Big Show. The Miz defeated Neville by DQ. Axel went to a double countout with Samoa Joe. Cesaro and Sheamus defeated the Golden Truth. Alexis Bliss defeated Bayley by DQ. The Hardy Boys defeated Anderson and Gallows by DQ. Don't want that, thank you. Davari defeated Darren Young. Eliza Sanford defeated Norman Dar. Hideo Itami defeated Tony Nese. Kurt Hawkins defeated Andre Lamas. And Dasha Wilde went to double count of Grand Buckley. So yeah, that's what the WWE was going on over there at the moment. I'm just going to have a quick look at their champions for you. So Neville's still the Cruiserweight. Intercontinental is still the Miz. Tag team of the Raw Tag Teams is Cesaro and Sheamus. Women's is Alexis Bliss. The Usos is SmackDown. SmackDown Women's title is been vacated. I don't know. United States Kevin Owens, Universal Bray Wyatt, and World Heavyweight Champion Jinder Mahal still. Let's have a look and just see. I think Naomi. I think Naomi got injured. Norman Smiley. God, we've got a very young Norman Smiley in my game. Where is Naomi? Or she left the company? I don't know. Did she leave the company or something? Because she ain't on this list. Down a million will be very long indeed. So yeah, I don't know. News archives. Extends deal, page extends deal. Yeah, Naomi left. Look, there you go. 23 Futa has left. Do you know what? I'm going to shortlist her because, you know, I know that she wasn't very good, but if she isn't working the company. But yeah, so we'll have a look at our company now. So Hangman's Page in 7 days. We only made 1,336 profit, but when you go onto a quick finance, every month we've made a profit. First month we made 3,000, the next month we made 2,000, last month we made 1,000. Yeah, it's getting lower, but that's still a profit. We're still getting money in. Let's have a look at our roster. I'm just going to do something quickly on my phone, just so I know what I'm doing. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter this to any type of contract, because we've got any in-ring push. And I'm actually going to do this a bit different to this. I'm going to go for, we're going to have a look at each wrestler and why they're there. If that makes sense. Just going to take my shot on pool, because me and my fiance play pool when we're not talking. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying these series, because these series are good fun to film, good fun to do, and I'm watching SummerSlam while setting stuff up. So, Hangman Page, I brought him in because, one, he's a main eventer, two, he's cheap, and I like him. I've always liked Adam Page, even when he was this. So, as you can see, he was a 19 in July, he's now a 20 E-, so he's doing quite good. Otherwise, in skills, as you can see, he's going up in the world. So he's improved a bit over the few months. Will Ospreay, one of our more expensive guys, is only $560 per show, so he's quite expensive. But he's a 30. He was a 2. He was a 2 F-. He's now a 31E in America, because of where he's working and stuff. So, and that's why I've given him the current championship, because he's our most popular guy. I've also got rid of heel and faces, so anyone can go for the belts. We ain't got to worry about, weird things. So our upper mid-carders, we've only got 2 upper mid-carders, and that's 17 and Warren Barksdale. So 17, he is a 16 F+. He was a 10 when we brought him in. So he's gone improved. Track progress there. So he hasn't improved at all in the ring. Oh yeah, so he's improved in aerial and submissions, and that is it. So we'll keep an eye on him. We've still got 9 months of his contract, so he's got 9 months to continue improving. Warren Barksdale, skills, track progress. He's a 41D. He's improved in most areas. So good on Warren. He's only a 1-year pro, so he's going to improve quite quickly. But he was a 17. He's now a 17 F+, so he's improved quite a lot. So hopefully he'll start, improving. And then we have Lio Rush, former champion, somehow. Just give me a second. Sorry about this, guys. So yeah, Lio Rush is a 17 in popularity, but as you can see, he works for a lot of companies, so that's going to fly up very quickly. He's a 17 at the moment, and he should be, he's just signed with WWE from what I know, so 31E, 11, 16, 50. So he's improved in certain areas. Let's just hope he don't get snapped up by WWE. I don't think he will in this game save, because of the size, if that makes sense. So Rock Lobster, someone I'm very, big on. I like my mass wrestlers, and mass wrestlers are my kind of thing. I like them. Apart from Hollows and the Creepy Clown Posse from WAW at the moment, they are as creepy as anything, and I do not like them at all. They had Hallows appear for the Carnival show we went to on that Sunday I reviewed. In the Falling Star episode, I gave it a review. Yeah. He came out through the crowd, and he has this creepy, mute song, and it's like this young girl, and it's just like, oh my god, no. But yeah, so 15 F+. So he's improved in popularity. And, if you look at his skills, he's improved in prowess. He's improved in mat wrestling. He's improved in aerial. He's improved in flashiness. He's improving a lot. That's Rock Lobster. So I've got no one else on the male side of things, I don't think. So I'm just going to check. Nope, no one in lower mid card. Any openers? No. And then we get to the good ones. The one which I'm going to have to go through everybody together, because it's a division. It's the women's division. Starting with Alex Windsor. A young lass I know pretty well. Good friend of mine. In real life, I've got her actual Facebook page on mine. Yeah, so 14 F+. I first saw her in North Walsham, and I spoke to her, and I know her. She was known as Liberty then, which I might bring in to this game at some point. So brawling, no improvements. Improvement in mat, and flashiness. So she's improved in areas. She currently works for Progress, and we are the only American company she works for. Rachel Ellering, I think we're the only company she works for as well. She also works for Shine actually. But she's a 19E where Shine's based, is 17 where we are. Tri-State 17F plus. So yeah, if you track her progress and you look from a 2 to a 17 is not bad at all. Skill wise, some improvements in chain, some improvements in submission, some improvements in aerial. We'll keep an eye on her. You know, she's still got a bit of time on her contract. You know, they've all got year-long contracts, so you might have a bit longer, but you never know. You know, if you improve. So she's only an 8. She ain't improved a lot. She's 37. And no improvements here. So I'm going to make the decision, and I'm making this decision after this up-and-coming show. She's going to be released. I'm not keeping her around because I have someone I want to bring in instead of her from... I'm not going to say, I'm just saying she's gone and I'll be replacing her from someone else. Just because I know someone who's better than her, who we can bring in, who will really shake up this women's division. So, 20E minus. She has gone up in popularity amazingly in our area. She's our most popular woman, so don't be surprised she wins a women's title at some point in the future, because she's improving in ring, she's improving in stuff, but you know, she's bloody stunning as well. Viper, another girl, a big lass in Scotland. I have a massive thing for her. I don't know what it is about Piper, but she's beautiful. She's good in the ring as well. But she's a 12 and she was a 0 when we brought her in. You know, so she's improved in that. Let's have a look at her progress. Some improvements in certain areas, so she's improving. But yeah, so you'll see. And this is our current champion, so this is the one I expect the most improvement from. I'm just gonna move somebody. Because of my anxiety is a bit high at the moment, I have got my teddy bears some of my teddy bears downstairs. I'm not afraid to admit, you know, it helps my anxiety, helps me relax my body a bit, so I have them with me. So yeah, she's improved incredibly in popularity to a 13. Hopefully we can keep it improving. No improvements apart from in flashiness. We'll keep an eye on her as well. But yeah, I will be making that decision probably after the next show, unless I can get the person signed for the next show. But yeah, I will see you in 8 days' time at Hangman's Revenge with the girl I'm replacing Zazar with. If not, you'll get to see Zazar in action, but it'll be a final appearance. Hello and welcome back to Hangman's Revenge. Oh shit, I forgot to do the arena. You moron. Oh well, we're in front of 99 people at the senior baseball field, which means we'll probably not make a profit this month. So Will comes out. Yeah, I'm not letting you see what's happening because the card is changing. You'll see that in a bit, but you'll be thinking, what's going on? So yeah. Hello and welcome to Ring of Fire. I wanted to come out and say, Paige, you don't woo me tonight. I'll leave with this again. Holds up his belt. I have taken this championship around the world. I'll take you back to New Japan again. Tonight I'll show you why I am the Ring of Fire champion. It's going out a bit boisterous. Yeah, so Alex Windsor and Viper defeat Toni Storm and Ellering. In about a decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Alex Windsor and Viper defeated Toni Storm and Rachel Ellering in 11:06, when Viper defeated Rachel Ellering by pinfall. Toni Storm's getting better at a gimmick. This got the crowd hot at 25 for Viper, 26 for Windsor, Ellering 24, Storm 28, 27E. Not bad at all. Hold a minute, Toni Storm was meant to get a championship match tonight. Oh no. You'll see what's going on in a bit. In a 28E minus in above, a decent match in the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Leo Rush defeated Rock Lobster in 10:03 by pinfall the Rush Hour. Rock Lobster had 24, Leo Rush had 23. This got the crowd hotter. No worker improvements. 23E, this should have opened up the show. With how bad it was. Oh god, what's going on? I thought I'd close that down. Sorry about that, that's the GTA on my phone opening up for some reason. And the bout had decent reaction on the crowd, but subpar wrestling. 17 defeated Warren Barksdale with 9:53 by pinfall using underhand tactics. 23E. Warren Barksdale's get base gimmick. 22 for Warren, 22 for 17. They're both at 22. So, no working improvements. And yes, in a bout that had decent reaction from the crowd but subpar wrestling, Kaylee Lee Ray defeated Zara Shabir 11-19 by pinfall with a gory bomb, and she wins the championship. She got a bitch cocky gimmick, Scottish rating above average. Zara's getting better at gimmick. Lee Ray 34-22 for Zara, and Zara improving her performance. And we move on. When I speak, you listen. In my first night here, I killed your champion. I am the new champion. I can't stand you. You think I'm here for you? Hell no. I'm hoping I get noticed by the top so I can get some goddamn more money. And why is Tony not on screen? Oh well. So yeah. Okay. Shut up. Everywhere I go, you turn up, bitch. I've had it. Next month it's called Takeover. Me versus you in the main event tonight. Fine, whatever. Not for these useless fans, but to shut you up. So yeah, at our Ring of Fire Takeover, we are going to have the women's division take over. And it'll be Kaylee Lee Ray taking on Toni Storm in our main event tonight. The reason I'm doing that is because Kaylee Lee Ray and Toni Storm are after Will Ospreay. You've got Will Ospreay, Kaylee Lee Ray, and then Toni Storm as our most popular people. So if we put the two most popular women in the main event match, it'll probably do as good. And this did as good as well. 37 D- in about a great heat, good heat, and decent wrestling. Ospreay defeat Hangman Page in 14:59 by pinfall. The Essex Destroyer. Ospreay makes defense number 1 in his Ring of Fire Championship. Hangman Page 26, Will Ospreay 24. No worker improvements, sadly. And then a 22E minus, which is going to bring us up to our next match for next month as well. So we've already got 2 matches booked for next month. I'm not going to reveal any more than that to you guys. I want the rest of the card to be a surprise. But Will Ospreay will be giving Leo Rush his rematch at that event. I will also reveal Hangman Page's opponent for the evening, which will be Hangman Page will be in a tag team match. Because it's called Takeover, so the women are going to be getting more screen time. Hangman Page will be tagging with 17 to take on Warren Barksdale, Dale, and Rock Lobster. We'll also do the female division. Let's sort that out now, actually. So Alex Windsor will book the show up before we finish this show, so I know it's been done. Alex Windsor will be taking on former champion Zara Shabir in a one-on-one match. Viper will be taking on Rachel Owering, obviously. Yep. And then the women are taking over because they've got more matches than the men on the night, and that is what I wanted to do. So yeah, that is your card line up for Takeover. Our show overall gets a 35E plus. Holy goddamn shit. That was good. One of our best shows yet, I think. And to be quite honest, you know, I'm not... I've just seen food fly out of my hamster's cage. At the moment she's been cleaned out today, so she's started to stash it again. And I've just seen food you don't want being thrown at me. Because I'm underneath her cage on my living room floor. I love my bloody hamster, I'll tell you. So yeah, that is the end of that show. I'll see you guys at the main title screen where we'll have a look where we are. We probably didn't make a profit because Kelly Ray's quite expensive. But we'll see you at the main screen. Hello, and welcome back to the main screen. So, Guido is on his way out of nowhere. Okay. SmackDown last night, 77B. We didn't do as good as that. Okay. I don't think they'll do their pay-per-view Sunday night. Hangman's Revenge, you drew 903 pounds, has been positive. 35E plus, not bad at all. If I lose money, I'm not really too bothered at the moment. Because of the money we had 10,000, so performance 1,000, 2,000 this month. Any tickets, yeah, we didn't make enough. I'm just going to show you, I don't know if I've ever shown you my relationships. I haven't got any, and that's a problem for me. I'm going to get some relationships going with you guys. Start working with WAW. Did I remove Falling Star before starting this? Yeah, I must have done. All Star Wrestling is another company I want to work with. Outback Championship Wrestling, that's the Australian company. Don't know where they are on here, but we won't work with them now. It's fine. But yeah, so we're going to be working with these companies. I'm going to work with Smash as well, actually, if they'll let me. And But yeah, so what I want to do is kind of get some companies on board just to work with who've got some good wrestlers who we can, you know, even if we don't, you have to pay a bit of money to them. At least then you've got some interesting people. You're able to bring them in, use them, and stuff. And also, I can use the fact we've got working agreements with them into storylines. The fact that now we've got Ospreay as champion and Kaylee Lee Ray as our female champion, and Takeover set in stone. So I will see you guys at the end of the month. We'll have a look at how people have improved in their popularity and stuff, and show you why Kaylee Ray is on the roster. But yeah, just have a wee break. Hello and welcome back. I'm just watching the main event of SummerSlam, which is brilliant at the moment. Yep, so all these companies have accepted my agreement, which is good. So that's good. Will Ospreay, pay rise, fine. Give you a full pay rise, you deserve it. We made profit last month again, even though he's now 1,070 per show, and Lee Ray is 800. So I made a profit last month again. You know, I'm not too bothered about Will Ospreay being that much. We'll see what happens. If I can't afford him, then we'll just have to get rid of him, sadly. But yeah, let's go through. We're going to go through the roster like this, I think. There's only me. Who is our referee, by the way? Robert King. What was that? Yeah, Robert King. That's our referee. So yeah, this is 17. I like to do popularity first. He was a 16th last month. He's now 17. Not too bad. Skill wise, I only look at in ring. Yeah, improving in submission. He's improved in aerial, so good on him. See, I don't normally look at this area because to me this area is not relevant in my eyes. You know, but you know, if you would like to see it, just please ask to see it because I will do it. If you would like to see the entire improvement, I'd just like to see how they've improved in ring. You know, popularity in ring because you know they're the main areas we want people to improve. So she was a 0. 0. She's now that's Puerto Rico. Oh, Puerto Rico. So she's a 14, so she's improved as well. Skill-wise, track progress, yeah, improving. Very nice indeed. Hangman Page, I don't know. 20 minus, you know, he's stuck around that for a while now in Tri-State. But skill-wise, has he been improving? 45, 10, 45, 45, 20, 20, 40. So he's improved in areas, but not too many areas. Kaylee Lee Ray, another woman who's quite expensive, but you know, we've got to make this company, you know, worth its while. She has improved. The reason why I brought her in was her popularity in the Tri-States. Look at that, 33E. I wasn't going to refuse that. She was a 28E. She's a 33E now. She's current ICW Women's Champion in Save. I don't think she's in real life. I think that woman got it. But her and Will Ospreay, who we'll get to in a bit, are our most popular people. And we're not going to get rid of them even if we start losing money. Just saying. Leah Rush, who I'm surprised is a 17 at the moment. He's been a 17 for quite a while, so quite interesting at that. On track his progress, he has improved in areas. So don't be surprised, he won't be going anywhere. Rachel Ellering, to me is a clues. You know, I've got her in for the women's division, but I've got nothing planned for her. You know, but she's improving in ring, so I can't complain. You know, daughter of Paul Ellering, you know, her popularity is getting there as well. So I'm gonna have to plan something for her very soon. I think. I think that's the reason why I'm doing letting the women's division kind of have the next show to themselves more than the men, because I feel like, you know, the men's division, we've got a good basis of who's who and who's what. But for the women, we haven't really done that. So Rock Lobster, he was a 10 when we brought him in. We've got him to a 17, so we're doing quite well with his popularity, and he's improving in areas as well, which is good. Then there's me, Tony Storm, Arse, and I'll show you why I'm doing the women as the main event, and I'll show you this. She's a 20E at the moment in our area. Skill-wise, 32, 13, you know, she's brilliant in ring. Didn't hear me say it. She's also the current Progress Women's Champion. This is Progress. This is Progress. So yeah, 31E. So she's improved in areas. Good on Viper. Viper's another one of those, people I've got plans for, but I can't implement them at the moment because of our size, But, she's working for a load of other companies which are going to help her. When you've got people who are just working for me in Shikara, they're not always going to be used by Shikara in a month, so they're not always going to get used. 17F+, he is Shikara. He's a mid-carder in Shikara, so God knows who their main eventers are. If he's an up mid-carder here. Progress-wise, he hasn't made a lot of 41D, 10, 40, 21, 21. He's improving in ring, and he's a police officer. Our current reigning defending champion, Will Ospreay, who has recently asked for a pay rise. I wonder why. 31E, he's now a 41D. Jeez, he is improving in popularity. And look at this improvement in ring as well. Look at that. And guess what? I ain't releasing him. I don't care paying £1,000 for him to appear. I'll do it because Will Ospreay is Will Ospreay. Zara, who is a 15 in popularity, I dropped the belt to, but she improved even in that match. Skill wise, she's not been improving at all. And this is why she's the only thing she's improved in is flashiness. This is why I made her drop the belt, because she's a 1-year pro and she isn't. Oh God, I keep pushing the wrong button. And I think if you're doing that, it should be improved. So let's have a look at this a minute. This is what we look like. You've got Will Ospreay, Tony Storm, Kaylee Ray, Adam Page, and then Alex Windsor. That is what our things look like. That is why we're giving the women the push, because we've got 3 women on there. Hello. So yeah, I don't think we'll make a profit this month because of the new thing, but we're getting 4,000. So yeah. So yeah, I'll see you at. Why does it take over 12 days time? Okay, we're only on Thursday, week 4. Oh. Right, I'll see you at the next pay-per-view. For some reason, I thought this had finished doing an entire month, and obviously it stopped because I had a decision with Will Ospreay. But yeah, so we've just done the end of the month review before the end of the month. So yeah, I'll see you guys in 12 days' time at TakeOver. Hello guys, welcome back. It's now time for TakeOver 2017. And we opened up the show with a 62C, so rating on sex appeal was the best idea. So you know what? Tonight, the women takeover. Tonight, we prove why the women's wrestling is the best. I'm not doing this for you stupid Americans. I'm doing it for my fans back in Scotland. I'm going to prove you stink along with Australia. Tonight, it's my night to get strapped into this roller coaster and retain. Tonight, it is my night. It's been really cocky. Shush! Tonight, I'm sorry. Did I hear you right? Tonight's your night? These fans don't think they're awesome. These fans don't stink. They're awesome. Along with Australia. Tonight, I take that belt along with your pride. You might carry that ICW Women's Championship with the Ring of Fire belt too. But you see this? This is the Progress Women's Championship. That shows I'm top class. Tonight, I take that belt from you to give back to the fans. Then a massive brawl breaks out between the two, and then they stop. Sorry about my hamster, but I told her not to go in a wheel until I finish recording because she won't let me sort it out, so she's got in trouble. And now she's sitting on her platform above me sulking. 17 Hangman Page versus 1 Barksdale and Rock Lobster. In a bout of decent match in the crowd with subpar wrestling, 17 Hangman Page defeated 1 Barksdale and Rock Lobster in 8:16. When Hangman Page defeated Rock Lobster by pinfall with a rite of passage. 7's getting base gimmick. Ron Barksdale and Rock Lobster have good chemistry, which is interesting. Hangman Page 29, 17 26. Rock Lobster 26, Ron Barksdale 30, 17 improving in performance. So we're getting some better in-ring performances. In about a decent match in the crowd was subpar wrestling. Viper defeated Rachel Erling in 12:27 by pinfall a handful of tights. This got the crowd hotter. Viper had a ring performance 24, Erling 23, 24E not bad. We all sold out again in the New York, George Washington Elementary. And then a 24E and above, a decent match in the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Alex Windsor and Zara should be in 12-20 by pinfall, legally using the ropes for leverage. Alex Windsor and her don't click. Alex Windsor 22, Zara 23, 24E, not bad at all. I think that would have got a better rating. And in a 38D minus, above by good heat and decent wrestling, Will Ospreay defeat Lio Rush by pinfall with a 630 splash. Will Ospreay makes defense number 2 of his Ring of Fire Championship. Lio Rush had a ring performance of 27. Will Ospreay 41. Not bad at all. 30 plus. And I guess a 30-60 minus. In a battle that had good heat and decent wrestling, Kaylee Lee Ray defeated Toni Storm in 14:55 by pinfall, handful of tights. Kaylee Lee Ray makes defense number 1 of her Ring of Fire Championship. Toni Storm 26-40 for Kaylee Ray, and Toni Storm's improved in performance. And we end the show with a 31E. I'm not going to complain, 31E, I think that's, expected with to 38 to 36 in the main event. So yeah, 31E with all the other matches as well. Makes it a good show. So I'm going to give it to I'm going to give it to Kaylee. And I'm going to give it to Will and Lio, because they had the best match of the night. So, complimented on a good performance, complimented on a good performance, and complimented on a good performance. I'll see you guys back at the main screen. Guys, welcome back. Hello. Yeah, so last night we went up against a American Women Independent show. So I have been looking at women on here, seeing, who's been getting good ratings. And see, you've got like people like Madison and Emma, who I would love, to be able to bring these people in. Look at how much they're asking for a show. So, I'll shortlist Emma, and I will shortlist Madison as well, for, future reference, 800, so she might be a one to bring in soon. Ashley Lane. She's an active wrestler, so that was the best match tonight. And we got Hogan, so there's the other Trinity Fruta was on the show. But yeah, the women's independent show got a 15F plus, which is good. Ricochet's been sidelined. Oh dear, how long is he? So look how long Ricochet's going to be out for in the game universe. 5 months. Jeez, he's out for a long time. So yeah, feedback from the fans has been very positive. We sell out. My only worry is, we got 8,000 and that was 3,000 for performance. Well, Ospreay has morale issues. Okay. Yeah, I'll stop him from being main. So yeah, we're going to do one more event on this episode series. Got a couple of minutes, awesome. And we'll end with the end of the year review. So it's going to be on Tuesday, week 2 of December. It's going to be ROF, Final Revolutions. Yep, I'm going to nick TNA's pay-per-view, so that'll be our big event where we'll get to see the final matches of big rivalries. So we're going to get those booked in now. I hope you guys are going to be looking forward to this event once I've booked things in. So yeah, Final Revolutions. We're going to do this as a numbered event. 1. Okay, awesome. Save and exit. So Final Revolutions. I don't know what our popularity looks like now. Oh, we're still bloody 11. So Final Revolutions in 27 days' time. We'll see. For some reason we can't do a cage match, which really winds me up. We're going to see a tables, ladders and chairs match. I'm going to get that booked in and I'm going to find out why I can't. I think the reason being is you can't use a cage until you're a certain size, and it winds me up big time. Well, we'll see Kaylee Lee Ray taking on Toni Storm in a TLC ladder match. Yes, my friends, Final Revolutions is going to be our big event where we're going to have a lot of fun. Just going to go on to matches a minute and just see why I can't use a steel cage. There's the escape one. See? Regular. Yep, that's fine. Very high. Regional. Any. There we go. Save that. Cage as well. Regional any. And very high. There we go. Because it really if you do that, it attracts more people to these matches. And I feel if you put a cage match on any event or you advertise a cage match beforehand, people are going to come to that, see that cage match, you know. And we're going to do a steel cage match. It's going to be Ospreay. Yeah, Will Ospreay defending his belt one last time against former champion Lio Rush. That is your main event of this pay-per-view or event. We're also going to be seeing Hangman Page. He's been on a roll lately, but you know Warren Barksdale has belief that he's been murdering people by hanging them, so he's coming after him. It's an idea. If you're sitting there laughing at my ideas, thank you. 17 versus Rock Lobster, a rivalry which has been going on for some time. Really been enjoying booking them two. I think them two are great as mass wrestlers. And the match that has been not building up, but we're going to do it because we need to get everyone on the card because it's a big one. Rachel Owling will be taking on the team of Viper and Zara Shabir and Alex Windsor. So Rachel Owling's the only one who needs a win in this, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's your card for Final Revolutions. We'll see you at the beginning of December when we'll have a look at how people are improving and stuff. Again, as always, stay safe, stay clean, always watch wrestling. Ha ha ha. See you at Final Revolutions. Thanks for watching, guys. Hello and welcome back. So yeah, we're going to do something a bit different than normal before we look at our results. Because if last month's mistake, we didn't get a look at WWE. So, let's have a look at WWE. So that's 2 months worth of pay-per-view events. Where do we go for that? We go on to history, don't we? Last night was Survivor Series, so we've only got 3 actually. But we'll do Survivor Series on the main screen like we normally do. But let's go back in time. Let's have a look at No Mercy. Mahal defeated Ziggler again. Jericho defeated Cara and Amore. The Usos defeated Kingston and Woods to retain the tag titles. The Singh brothers defeated O'Neil and Rowan. Snooker went to go contest with Carmella. Owens defeated Roddy, Conan and Epico. English Ellsworth defeated Breezango. Bennett and Zayn defeated American Alpha. Dillinger defeated Roderick Strong. Strowman defeated Primo Dorado and Gallagher. And Victor and Corbin defeated Kendrick and TJP. Hell in a Cell. Reigns and The Miz defeated Cesaro and Rollins. The Hardy Boys defeated Golden Truth. Joe defeated Cruz and Young. Bliss defeated Dana Brooke. Neville defeated Drew Gulak. Arari Daivari defeated Heath Slater. Ambrose defeated Tommaso Ciampa. Anderson. I think that'd be Carl Anderson. Yep, Carl Anderson defeated Dar Grammatalik and Heath Slater. Andrade Alamis defeated Clicio. Johnny Gargano defeated Rich John. Elias Sampson defeated Hideo Itami. And Ono defeated Tony Nese. Oh no. So we'll go to the main screen now and have a look at the results for... So as I said, we're also going to have a look at ICW because I want to see what they did for Fear and Loathing as well. So Wright defeated Roman Reigns. Malal defeated Nakamura, Uso and Kingston. Carmella defeated Becky Lynch. Cesaro and Sheamus defeated Anderson and Gallows. Slater and Rhino defeated the Singh brothers. Cass and Amore defeated American Alpha. Neville defeated Tommy. Excuse me. Bliss defeated Bailey, Jax and Banks. Owens defeated Epico, English and Conan. The Brothers of Destruction defeated Breezango and Kalisto defeated Tommaso Ciampa on the pre-show. Surprised they weren't further up the card, but yeah. It'll be quite an interesting match, I think Breezango versus them will be good. Viper and Marty Bauer have been getting on well. Okay, very nice to know. What was I looking at? Yes, so we made a 1,000 loss last month. Oh, well, we've still got 9,000 in the bank, so we ain't minus. I want to have a quick look at some companies that many people overlook and just see who they got as their champion. First one is Combat Zone Wrestling. Yeah, I know that some people say they're about, they're all about blood, guts and gore. Oh. But they also do some good wrestling. And, the Wild Champions Maxwell Jacob Franstein. World Champion is still Davey Richards. And World Tag team champions are Nate and Dave McCool. I've got a bloody fly on my screen. The other one I want to have a quick look at is Shikara, and we'll have a look at Impact. We're not gonna look at their events. What we're gonna do is just have a look at who their champions are, because I'm intrigued. Titles. So we've got the Shikara Compes de Padres, which is the tag belts, which is Worker Ant and Silver Ant. Grand Champions Ultramantis Black. And Young Lions Cup is Hermit Crab. There might be a Shikara series coming soon, guys. Just saying. I keep saying I'm right. Lucha Underground, a company I have watched some of and couldn't really understand it, but Phoenix is their Lucha Underground champion. Jack Evans is the Gift of Gods, and Trios is Drago, Pinder, and Weber. So that's them. I'm gonna have a look at Ring of Honor. We should have a look at Ring of Honor. There's us, both Ring of Honor, Ring of Fire. Who are their champions at the moment? So they've got still Cody as the world. Still Dalton Castle and his boys as the 6-man. Tag team still the Young Bucks, and television is Chris Sabin. Hold on a minute. So yeah, Kushida lost it in August. Culture, I don't think they've got their titles on this save. Activated, no. So I won't worry about that. We won't look at them. I'll sort that out in the next episode. Sort their titles out for the next before our show. Finally, let's have a look at Impact Wrestling / Global Force Wrestling. I think if I got the updated mod, then yeah, I think it'll be Global Force. But I like this one, and I'm using it for all these. So, Grand Champion still Moose, Rosemary still the Knockouts, Lashley's the Heavyweight Champion. The Bromas are the World Tag Team, and next division is Sanjay Dutt. Luster and that had it for a while, by the looks of it, and then they got dropped it. But I think that's because they got injured. I think they're still on here. If we go here, there's Adam Forstone, who is not assigned, but Luster the Legend is. Where is Luster? Ow. Yeah. He's mid-carder, whereas Adam Forstone isn't. So I think Adam Forstone got injured, and there's that cocksucking pig. Excuse my French there. So yeah, that's what's going on in the world. So let's go and do what we normally do at this point. Just a quick rundown of what's going on before we end the month, because next month I'm not going to have time to do that, which is when I would like to do it at the end of the year, but we've got all the end of the year results, and we'll have a look at the top 20 and the top 100. So he's now an upper mid-carder, and this is our guy 17. He's a 17 F+. I don't want to look at this because we know he was there last month. Skill-wise, did he improve on our last show? I don't think he did. Hardcore? Yep, hardcore he's gone up in. And he's gone up in aerial as well. Not aerial. Just hardcore. So he's improving, which is good. Alex Windsor. That's off 10, jeez. I want to get this filmed today so I can spend an whole day getting... I want to do 4 series, but I'm not I was going to do WCW. I'll restart that, but I'm thinking of doing a 2001 save as well as a 1987 save. I'm not decided yet. It might be CZW, it might be Chicago. I haven't got an idea. So she's a 17 still, which is good. Track progress after last month's show. She should have done quite well. Yeah, she's improved, but she hasn't improved since last month, which is fair enough. But she is a part of the Progress Women's Division as well, which is, so we want, we're working agreement with those guys, so you want to be on their best, on their good side, so if you're using the people. So someone who's our main eventer, but is a mid-carder in Ring of Honor, which does help us out a bit, because we can advertise him as our Ring of Honor star. He was a 19, he's now back to a 20. Skills, because he's working for Ring of Honor, which is one of the 3rd biggest company, I think. But as you can see, he's improving all the time. So, Adam Page is going to be a huge draw for us. Kaylee Lee Ray. Many of you were wondering, some of you were wondering what the angle was about on the last show where we said that Kaylee Ray was the ICW Women's Champion. There you go. She's current ICW Women's Champion. And she's based in Scotland. That's why she said she's come over here to defend the belt. I thought it made more sense. She's a 38 D- in the Tri-States, which she has improved a lot since I listened. She's got the women's title on her back. she goes to, of course, we'll pretend she's been defending it in ICW along with her other title and in Shine and stuff when she's made appearances there. Leo Rush, still a mid-carder. I would like him to be further up the roster, but yeah, the Dark Heart. Just recently signed with WWE, which will be quite exciting. He hit the news earlier this month because he was selling something through the table, which is very similar to what CZW do. And I've got a bit annoyed with people about it because that's what CZW do. Yeah, so 32E plus, he has improved in certain areas. I'm not going to look at his popularity because he's still at 17. I can do that. Has he started working for someone else? I just saw on when I went through so yeah, he's working for Smoky Mountain Wrestling as a Richmond. He's a mid-carder for us. He's a mid-carder for in a Richmond talent for Evolve, which is weird seeing how he's been signed up by WWE in real life. Yeah, so he's very underweighted in this game for some reason. Rachel Ellering, 2-year pro. As you can see, she's a 19E in Southeast. I'm thinking about, but she's a 17 where we are. She's been a 17 for some time. I don't think, that's going to go up or down until we start pushing her again. I think the best way to move, people's popularity is when you put them in a major storyline or put them in a match against someone who's got more popularity than them, which is very hard to do because the only one we've got is Toni Storm and, Kaylee Ray. But she has improved in quite a few areas, and, improvement, even slightest improvement, one dot will keep you on my roster because that means you're willing to work at your thing. Rock Lobster, Rock Lobster, Rock Lobster. So he's only been around for 1 year. He works for Shikara. I'm thinking about bringing Swamp Monster in as 17F plus skills. 41. So not too shabby at all. Me, Toni Storm. I'm not going to do popularity, I don't think, because we'll be here all night. So I'm just going to go through and just see how the skills have come. So 34, 14, 11, 43, 42, 16, 23, 42. Not bad at all. Yeah, so she's improved. Viper, a bulky lightweight who's absolutely bloody stunning, and I think she's actually, I don't know if she's married in real life, but I know in Storyland, in actual CZW, she's married to, is it DCC? DCT? I didn't realise she was that old. She's 26. I'm 23. 3 years apart. Not too bad. So she's a 17. Skill-wise, 46. See, she's improved in areas where you don't really want to improve, because these are where you want to improve in hardcore and stuff, but we'll see. We've got a TLC ladder match with the women this coming up at the next event, and we've got a steel cage match, so that's all I've booked. I haven't booked, that's the only 2 big matches I've booked. Someone else who works with Shikara, who's an upper mid-card and Shikara an upper mid-card for us, is a 19E. He has, flown through the ranks of popularity, and he's only a 1-year pro. And the other thing is, he has improved. He is improving in so many areas during the past year, or so much of the time since we've had him. Osprey, who is the one that's going to cost me the bomb to use now, but I don't care. He's an amazing talent to have. And as you can see, he's popular. He is he's a 41. He was a 2 when we brought him in. Look at him now as a 41. Jeez. So he's he works for New Japan Progress still. SWE, over the top wrestling as skill wise. I don't think there's been a lot of improvement in these skills. 44, 14. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Oop. Hey, when it does, and then Zara. See, she's also a manager, but because we've got the women's division, so we brought her in. So obviously she's not always, she's more on Instagram, but she has improved in hardcore, and she's improved in flashiness, so she's doing good. How's her popularity doing now? She's stuck at 17 and has stayed there. So yeah, she was a 4 and she got to a 17, so not too bad. I will see you at Final Revolutions. I am going to be hiring a couple of people for that show in 8 days because I want another, few surprises. So we'll see you guys at that event very soon. See you guys at Final Revolutions. Hello guys. So welcome to our brand new, for the 394 people at the PA Court Time Sports Centre. This is Final Revolution 1, being held by Fallen Ring of Fire. You'll find out why we've got, so many people involved, because so I got an F3 minus on a day without a specific gimmick. Oh well. So welcome to the best Xmas party ever. Tonight we're live on FlowSlam. Got 4 great names debuting, and I want to welcome Taz, Don West, and Mao Narano to the announcer's desk. I want this to be clear. Thanks for Ospreay for giving us a great review in his interview, pushing us to be on FlowSlam. All I want to say is let's get wrestling. So yeah, Will Ospreay gave an interview about the wrestling industry, and he spoke about all the companies he worked, and all the companies he mentioned in that interview have got a major popularity boost, and we're one of those companies. So yeah, because of that, was made small, so we got some big names, and was able to go on to FlowSlam. So in our opening, in about a decent match, the crowd, Terrible Wrestling, Rock Lobster defeated 17 in 9:23 by pinfall. Someone's getting better his gimmick, and that's quality lift the match. The colour commentary the match and boost. Got the crowd hotter. Round 17 and room force 27, 24. Rock Lobster 23. No working improvements. In above that, decent match from the crowd, but Terrible Wrestling. Alex wins and Rachel Evans defeated Viper, and Zara Saab in 12:25 and wins a defeated Viper by using the ropes for leverage. So Alex wins and Rachel Evans don't work well as a team. That's quite lift the match. Gave the match a boost. Got the crowd hot. Rachel Evans 23, wins the 24. Zara 28, Viper 28. Work improvements. Rachel improving in technical. Good. 28 E minus. Not bad. In the 2090, in above that decent match, the crowd was subpar wrestling. Warren Barksdale defeated Hangman Page in 12:26 by pinfall. Now it's quite after the match. The collar commentary match boost. Hangman Page 28. Warren Barksdale 28 and 25. No work improvements. God damn. 45D. In above a good heat and decent wrestling, Taryn Terrell defeated Trinity Futa in 12:11 by pinfall with the Muku Driver 2. So yeah, former WWE stars. Trinity debuted old school face. Cole Gimmicks got an extra rating of average. Arrogant Taryn Taylor debuted her arrogant Gimmicks, got very good. Taryn Taylor's getting good at aggression, that's quality. Good lift the match. 41 for the Trinity Futa. Turn to 43, and she's improving the rumble. So 45D, not bad at all. In a 2017, above a decent match in the crowd, but subpar wrestling. Congo Kong defeated Tyrus in 11:36. So these are the 2 TNA guys. Tyrus debuted his badass gimmick. Badass brute gimmick's got an extra rating of average. Tyrus really off his game. Kong debuted his monster brute gimmick. No short rating of great. That's quality lift the match. The colour commentary gave the match a boost. Tyrus of the ring performance 28. Congo Kong 28. Worker improvements, no worker improvements. 28E for hyping up the next match. Gets a 42D, not bad. In a decent match, Kaylee Lee Ray defeated Toni Storm in a TLC match in 12:45 when Kaylee Lee Ray retrieved the item. Kaylee Lee Ray makes defense number 2 of her Ring of Fire Championship. That's quite a different match. Colour conjugated by Shoes. Toni Storm 27, Lee Ray 46, no worker improvements. 32 E minus plus, and this match gets a 40D minus. And above that, decent match in the crowd was subpar wrestling. Will Ospreay defeated Lio Rush in a cage match in 22:15 when Ospreay escaped the cage. Will Ospreay makes defense number 3 of his Ring of Fire Championship. So Will Ospreay is getting better at his gimmick. He sustained a strained bicep, which slowed him in the match. Now it's quality lift of the match. The clock commentary in the match boost 26 and 43. And Lio Rush improving performance. They both did well in that match. And he has a 39D. Now I'm afraid I'm going to have to give it to the women tonight. So the first 2 I'm going to be giving it to is Taryn Taylor, Trinity Fruta, and then Kelly Lee Ray, because complimented on a good performance because they did the best match. So I'll see you at the main screen after the show. Hello guys, welcome back to the main screen. WAW had a show last night. We'll have a quick look at that as well. Let's have a look let's have a look at WAW where they came. So WAW came below us with State of the Art. 39D, William Eva defeated Zack Knight for the world title. European heavyweight was Richard Parliament, I do believe. Yep, Richard Parliament, who has a YouTube channel. Scala, which is one of our boys, which we know, Sid Scala, we use quite a lot. Is the light heavyweight, and the British champion is Tom Dawkins. Someone else we use. Some nice names in there. Whereas we got 394. The feedback has been mainly positive. 11,000 people bought the show, which is not bad at all, actually. But yeah, I'm quite proud of that show, apart from my angle. I think we have flopped a bit. But that has given us 26,000. Performance 16,000, 26,000. So either way we look at this now, we are going to be making a profit this month with that buy rate. Which is good. I'm going to have a look into something else, which I'm going to start in the new year. Because I've noticed now we can get on SPN in the States. I know that seems a bit weird, but that goes all the way to Canada, and I think a weekly television show for us might be interesting. But I'll advance to the end of the month, as I normally do. We'll have a look at the improvements, we'll see what I feel, and then this will be this episode finished. So yeah, guys, we're doing quite well. We've got the pay-per-view, we're increasing popularity thanks to Will Ospreay's interview, which I didn't know could happen in this game, because I've had things where my popularity boost because somebody in the company's done something good for charity or something, but never because of that. So yeah, guys, we'll see you at the next end of the month when we'll get the full end of the year reviews. See if we're on top anywhere, which we won't be. So guys, we'll see you at the end of the new year when 2018 begins. Hello guys, we have made it. Happy New Year. Oop, hold on, let me just do this so you have your picture, because I don't think you want to see the Islands of Sodor again, as we did when we first started these series. Come a long way since then. So for the first time, Kazunaka Okada has been declared our Wrestler of the Year. So yep, Company of the Year, of course, New Japan. Team of the Year is the Young Bucks. Oh, tell a lie, it's the Briscoe Brothers. Had you all going there? Yep, good on them. Match of the Year was from Forbidden Door when Tanahashi defeated Tomoyo Hiroshi. Would be what tour was it again? So we can find that match. It was Forbidden Tour on a Friday. So schedule. Oop. History. So the recent tour was that. Nightmare Pro Wrestling Forbidden Tour. Is it this one? No, Cody. Nope. Yeah, 98. So there it is, my friends. Got an 88B plus on that tour, but Tanahashi defeated Tomoyo Ishii in 98. Definitely deserving of that. Yes. Show of the year. Sorry, I went quiet there. I was trying to find it. The show of the year is New Japan World Tag League 2017. So I look at that show. 83B plus with Okada defeating Tomohashi Ishii, and the Briscoes being defeated by Ten Kuju for the tag belt. Sure. So yeah, A3B plus show of the year. Young Wrestler of the Year is one of our guys, Will Ospreay. So well done, Will Ospreay at 24 years. Veteran of the Year is Toguro Mokabe. Film of the Year is Kyoa Hojo, who does work in Japan, so we'll shortlist her, because she currently works for Lucha Underground as an upper mid-carder, as Duoku, and as a main eventer for, I think, Independent Wrestler of the Year is Indian Surax. She hasn't wrestled. Yeah, so Manager of the Year is Tommy Lee. Not surprising now, we might bring him over. Announcer of the Year is Alas Famulus. Color Commentator of the Year is Ultero Riviera. Referee of the year is Diego Hito. So yeah, guys, that's the end of the year results. Shine is dying. Okay, they're a local company now, so we're actually ahead of them. What we're gonna have a look at though is we're gonna have a look at the Power 500 and the first 22. So Okada, Tanahashi, Omega, Naito, Cody, Roman Reigns, Tomohiro Ishii, Bray Wyatt, Tyler Black against Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Dean Ambrose, Kota Ibushi. How much is he? Employment 3,000. Shortlist. Yes, definitely shortlist. Kota Ibushi. Xavier Woods, Big E, Penta Al Zero M, Jinder Mahal, Brisk J, Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens. I think Ray Phoenix is just Ray Phoenix. I don't think he's got another name. Yeah, or Phoenix. Juri Himishi, Rush, and Sami Callihan. So they're the ones what are going for, which is not bad really. We've now gone up in the company wars. We are, where are we? We're now 41 in the entire world. If we go to US only, we are 15th in the US, which is not bad. Got some things. I'm not going to have a look at how people are improved, because they're improved too, but instead we're going to do something. We're going to be sorting out our broadcast, because I think it's about time we went to television shows. Now, the problem with doing a television show is we can't do it any other night of the week apart from a Tuesday. Because Mondays, Tony Storm's not available. If it's someone who's not going to be a big... See, I want Ospreay. Tony Storm I can live without, so we'll do it on Mondays. And then the day before pay-per-view. We'll do pay-per-views when everyone's available, which we'll do. But what we're going to do is we're not going to do the pay-per-view like we normally do. We did that on the 3rd week. We're going to do this on Tuesday, week 4 of January. It'll be called Death Beckons. It'll be year. RF, fire. There we go. If anyone's interested why I'm whispering so quietly, it is because it is nearly 1 o'clock in the morning here in England, and I am whispering because I have neighbours who have been making noise complaints. So if I keep my noise down, I won't be heard. Because we're using Raw Attitude for Falling Star, I'm just going to go to images. I'm going to find it and just use or a Fight Night. Or Nitro Circus seems to me more of our cup of tea with the company name, so we'll go for RF Nitro Circus. Awesome, that'll be tonight. Oops, save, yes. Awesome, that'll be on tonight, I'll promise you that. We'll be doing that in a minute. So we made a 21,000 flipping profit last month. Jesus Christ, we are making the money. I don't know how we'll do this month, but we are going to be on SPN for Nitro Circus. We will be in Graveyard for the next 6 months until June of this year. And we are going to be turning on strict storylines from this point forward. I will be enabling this. And the first storyline we're going with is... what I'm going to do first is auto push everybody just so I can see where everybody stands. I'm going to go for the main event scene, Tyrus and Ospreay. Okay, that's what we do for the championship. We are going to be bringing in 2 more championships as I will be introducing them. And our next show will be based around these. So, the main one is going to be RF Championship, which will be Tyrus and Will Ospreay. That's going to be started. We're going to bring in a new belt. I would normally bring in the RF Velocity Championship, but I'm going to bring that in. But it's not going to be for the men. Because our women's division is getting so strong, I think the women deserve a 2nd championship as well. So that's what we're going to do. Velocity. If that's not a spell on the belt, but there we go. So yep. Female only. Save, yep. I would normally do it for the men, but we're going to do it for the women. Kaylee Ray's going to be defending her belt. So the main women's title, which is this one, is going to be defended. I already know the storyline for Kaylee Ray, which is why I brought the girls in. It's going to be Kaylee Ray taking on former WWE girl Trinity. Yep, start that one. I'm not sure who I want to go for the Velocity. I think let's just go to women's division. So this is how I book normally, is I just think of the best people. Alex Windsor is one of the people I'm going to put in that storyline anyway. I think we'll throw Rachel Ellering in there, and Viper and Zara. I think we'll just do a 4-way for that bout, just because I think it will be more exciting for fans. And also, it's a women's belt, and I think they're the 4. I know that they're the 4 girls, in my opinion, that need to be in some sort of storyline and utilised. So Viper, Alex Windsor. What else did I say? Rachel Ellering, wasn't it? Yep, that was it. Rachel Ellering. Sorry, I was thinking then. Who else did I say? And then we're going to be bringing in a brand new title for the men's division. There is going to be a new division being brought in, but I don't know when, because I don't know who I can bring into it. But yeah, and that'll be the ROF. I'm going to just go generic for this. Jen, Intercontinental, International. No, I'm just going to go from North American. Can I just go for basic United States belt? Rip off the WWE. That one. Yeah, so the RF. States RF, United States. Copy, save. Oh shit, no. Flip. I'll soon drop in that. So that's fine. So yeah, we've got that. We're ready to go. And I know I already have an inkling of who I'm putting into storyline, so don't panic. It'll be Dalton Castle, ACH, who haven't debuted yet. Warren Barksdale. No, not Warren, because I want Rock Lobster and Congo Cole. The reason I'm not putting Leo Rush in that storyline is because, he's now a lone mid-carder and I've got nothing for him to do. So yeah, I will be doing Nitro Circus tonight. I will be bringing in, over the next few weeks, I think I'm going to bring in 4 for to start off with, but you'll be starting to see some tag teams debuting who will make this entire thing a lot better. So guys, I'll see you on, what's today? It's Tuesday, so this is Tuesday's episode because it's now gone 12 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, dead on. So this is today's episode, taking 1 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow will be Global Force Wrestling. Yes, I'm enjoying booking that one as much as I'm booking, and we'll see you with Nitro Circus. I'll see you then, guys.